Hey guys, welcome back to Candid Cinema. I'm Amanda, otherwise known as AMXND Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Today I will be reviewing the new Netflix superhero comedy, Thunder Force. No, it's directed by Ben Falcone. That is your first red flag, my friends. I don't care what anyone says. I watched Superintelligence. Okay, I watched it. No bueno. Just did not work for me. When I mean cringe, I mean cringe. Cringy! I could not sit through it. I was getting secondhand embarrassment from these freaking lines that were in this movie. Let's start off with the fact that you have Oscar-nominated Melissa McCarthy, two Oscar winners in Octavia Spencer and Melissa Leo. You have Emmy winner, Golden Globe winner, Jason Bateman, and I'm pretty sure Bobby Cannavale has been nominated before for Vinyl. I think that's what it was for. Still, these people have been nominated for awards. They have won awards. This movie? Like, what? And I'm sorry, I don't want to be that harsh, but man, was this hard to sit through. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I probably laughed out loud once, and then when I did, in the middle of this film, I was like, huh. So that's what it feels like to laugh during a comedy, because this was not it. It wasn't, okay? Usually, Melissa McCarthy is hilarious when she has good writing. If the writing is strong, her line delivery is fantastic. But what I've noticed is that she falls to the physical comedy when the writing isn't that great. If you really look at her filmography, that's what ends up happening majority of the time. So with this Ben Falcone film, even in Superintelligence, she always resorts to the physical comedy. Yes, is she funny with the physical comedy? 100%, but she's so much better with a freaking fantastic script like The Heat. The Heat had so many one-liners that I absolutely loved, and it's so funny. She worked wonders as a secondary character in This Is 40 for Judd Apatow. So it's just the script, my friends. Like, that is the thing that just did not work. And what bothered me the most is that you invested time in writing about a female friendship, and then it was never fully explored. Melissa McCarthy's character and Octavia Spencer's character found each other in elementary school, and they were like an unlikely pair, right? But they fought for each other, they defended each other, and that was just so great about seeing their friendship at the beginning of this film. And I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna be promising. It's gonna hit me in the feels, because I always enjoy seeing these female friendships on screen. When you flash forward, they're completely different people. They don't even stay in touch. And obviously there's just nothing there anymore because they've lived different lives. So when they come together because of this serum, basically, it just feels so awkward and disjointed. And that's the thing that bothered me the most, because you could have had such great development in falling back into step with this friend that you haven't seen or spoken to in X amount of years. So it really bothered me that they really dropped the ball on the emotional aspects that could have been so great to make this a very wholesome, lighthearted superhero comedy. But they focused on the raunchy adult comedy, which did not work whatsoever in this film. It was awkward. So what was so cringy about this is the fact that there are these people who have these superhero powers, but they're called miscreants. So they're essentially the bad guys in the city. So the premise of the film has Octavia Spencer's character develop a serum that she could have superpowers. So then what ends up happening is that Melissa McCarthy, by accident, injected herself with a super strength serum, and then Octavia Spencer ended up taking a pill to make her invisible, which was pretty much useless the entire film. So you gave Octavia Spencer the power of invisibility only to tase people. What was the point? Literally, what was the point? Like, there was no point in having her invisibility powers. And Melissa McCarthy was just like throwing everything around and like beating people up, which was fine. But at the same time, like, it just wasn't strong enough to actually develop these characters. So it fell short. So these miscreants, I'm going back to that now. Jason Bateman is one of the miscreants. and he has these crab hands. Okay, it looks so bad. Like, these crab hands, Jason Bateman being a bad guy. At one point, Melissa McCarthy and him have this freaking staring contest, and they're kind of like freaking looking at each other, that they're kind of into each other, and they're like, they want to go out on a date and stuff and all that. And then the adult humor just took it to a level that, like, I did not need to see on screen. When I mean cringe, I mean cringe. None of these jokes landed whatsoever. Nothing landed except for one, and I couldn't even tell you why I laughed. I just did. I don't know. It was a forced laugh, but I still laughed, so it didn't make any sense to me as to why that even escaped me. A lot of people had said that this could have been a wholesome family comedy, and I wish that that's would have happened, because it had potential to do so. I mean, Octavia Spencer's character did have a daughter, and they were all kind of bonding over this, and I think that it was a missed opportunity to kind of focus on the family humor versus the raunchy adult humor that did not work whatsoever. The other issue with these comedies that come out nowadays is the fact that they fall back on other pop culture references in order to hit the demographic. So if, like, for example, in this film, they mentioned the joke about Jodie Foster, and they mentioned a joke about Urkel. So that's gonna hit like your 40 plus who knows who those people are. Then they really just brought in Fortnite to play in this movie, and then that's gonna go to the younger kids. But why are you putting adult humor in a film when you're talking about Fortnite for younger kids? It's not a family movie, and that's what really just makes this such a messy film. There's nothing really that great about it. I thought it would have been better just because I love the fact that they're two middle-aged women who are superheroes. I was so ready for that, you have no idea, because that's never represented on screen. I hate giving negative reviews so much, but it just bothered me that this had so much potential to be great and something really special, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't. So that's my review of Thunder Force. If you guys want to give it a go, I mean, go ahead. If you love Melissa McCarthy, maybe this is your type of humor. Again, comedy is personal, so I can't really say that everyone's gonna dislike this. A lot of people do love her humor and love Ben Falcone films, so I'm not gonna completely say that it's bad, but it's more of a late night watch. I don't think this is a family movie at all, so put it on around 10:30 p.m. guys. Kick back, relax, and try to enjoy it if you love Melissa McCarthy, right? So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this negative review, please like and subscribe. You can always find me over at AMX NDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Come join in on the conversation. I have some pretty hot takes. Keep watching movies, guys. I'll catch you later.